Welcome everyone to the Echo Chamber, where we talk about stuff that you guys didn't even know you wanted to know. Let me see if I butcher this once more. And welcome back, Goodspaceguy, Bad Earth Dude from 6.
Hi, Sheev. It's good to be back here. I still think that you should put the first roll of this on the blooper reel, at least a part of it.
Yes, I might actually do that. I might actually do it. I butchered that line so many times. That is because I'm a Swedish.
It's one of those things where you, and this happens when I'm recording things as well, whether it's for, anything really. Just if I screw up a line, then I screw that line up so many times. And it gets so hard to overcome that for whatever reason, like mentally or psychologically. I just want to say it the same time over and over again. So
yeah, have you done it that many times that even a single word is weird, like door, and they say door 100 times, and you'd be like, "What is door? What's that sound?"
I don't know what happened, but door was exactly the word that screwed me up on like this week. Even I don't even remember the context, but I had that exact same word. In that exact same thought, and I was like, am I spelling door right? Like, am I saying it right? Because it's like saying any word, say it 5 times and really think about the word, and it just gets trippy.
Boob. Alright, so welcome guys, this is the Echo Chamber, and this is my second announcement for it. In this episode we're talking with Goodspaceguy, who is a pirate lord, or the one who decides everything in 6 Seal. We are gonna talk about pirating, gate camping, stuff that happens with 6 Seal. We are gonna talk about a lot of different stuff actually, and I will reconnect us to that conversation we just had. Enjoy.
So let's talk about, this is a Sheev's podcast about doors and door manufacturing.
Yes. Have you watched that YouTube video about how to enter a door properly?
This is, I'm plugging another YouTube channel on you right now, but this is the lockpicking lawyer, and I'm going to open this door.
Yes. Well, the video I'm referring to is actually how you approach a door, and how you hold the handle, and how you step inside the door and close it. It's crazy good. Okay.
It's crazy. Okay.
You need to know that. I think you made a second one, how you enter from another door when it's open, like inside. I don't know. It's quite fun.
Is how to go through the door, and then part 2 is how to go back through the door.
Yes, pushing and dragging. I don't know. All right. I can't say how much I wanted to talk more about piracy and PvP and getting to know more about your guys' progress within the game. So, yeah.
Wow, it's been quite a while. There's a lot to catch up on, my dude. I think you just said PPP. I don't recognize that acronym, but I'm going to make up something for it right now. I'm going to call it a paid partnership program.
Yeah.
And it's a lot like PPK, which is pay per kill. And I guess that you could spin that around and say we pay our partners to kill things.
All right.
But yeah, things have been going good, my dude. A lot has happened since our last podcast. I think that was pre-Schism in the Eve Echoes universe. And by Schism, I mean the big war between Silent Alliance and Olive Happy Bees / Goon Swarm and No Please Stop. I think that was before that huge event, right? And in fact, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
And we weren't really involved with that as an alliance, 6 Seal that is. But I can say that we've been very busy during that and since then, because mercenary contracts have picked up. Now that large block of alliances is now smaller, and the need for hired guns to help obtain power and objectives is in higher demand.
So it picked up.
Yeah, it's picked up. It's picked up quite significantly. We've been pretty busy. In fact, I'm exhausted.
All right.
Yeah, we had to actually end the contract for the holidays so that we could take a break and kind of recoup and spend time with our families. I want to know how you've been doing. What have you been up to in the game? I see you've been putting a lot of really good content out on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I've been good. Ever since we talked before, I've done too many things. So check out my YouTube. But that's pretty much sums it up. But yeah, market has picked up. So I've been selling quite a lot. And just before, I think in November, I announced that I wanted to do a giveaway. I did a giveaway during 4 streams to people with everything that I had pretty much. I hadn't, of course, sold everything that I had, but the stuff I could sell, I bought ships and I gave them away to people. And that was very fun. People really liked it. I did it because I felt that Netis didn't do enough for the community. So I wanted to do something with the progress that I have made. Kind of show that money is not everything, but also giving a boost to new people. After that, what did I do? I started.
You've been putting that. Been putting a lot of lore videos out. I need to catch up on those. And I heard about your giveaway, and I watched the last video in that series, and you gave away a lot, dude. You're like Saint Chief Santa.
Yeah, I got called that. That is not
nice.
It's nice. It doesn't help me in PvP, but yeah. Yeah, also Geeka Forta made a video actually about it. And yeah, and I actually, when I saw it, I was like very shocked. And I almost started crying because he made it so, he talked about all the good thing that people do for the community. Stuff that Killmark collectors have done, and I think Baked did something. Anyway, he did a great video about that, and I was like, oh, people are so nice. And then he's like, and Sheev.
I just found this video. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, you watch it after this.
32 plus billion ISK. I'll have to watch it after this.
Yeah, it was very nice done. It's very professional. Thank you so much, Geeka, again. But yeah, I've done that, and I've been working on a few things on my channel, of course. I did this lore videos. I'm trying to, if I can continue that. I don't know. We see what people say. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Trying to do some more PvP now that I have more time.
Good. More time between all the videos and family and work and all these things.
Yeah, I have. I can't believe how, like, it's almost impossible to put out the content that I do with the time that I have. I'm gathering like 5 minutes, 10 minutes over here, like here and there during a day. And on the evening, I just pile it up together. I make it into something. And then the next day, I kind of, toss it around and make whatever will come out, So it's a hard work I did. Oh, by the way, you know what? I did a rap song in your honor. In all the pirates' honor. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
What's the title of that video? I'm going to put it in the watch it right after this, and then I'll watch the Santa Sheev.
That song is called, I think it's called Gate Camp.
Gate Camp.
See if you find it.
Gate Camp rap, Eve Echoes rap, Sadiki beats.
Yes. That is it. That is it. It's actually for all pirates. Of course, I have you in mind. The biggest pirate corporation.
Oh no, those are fighting words. You're gonna get a bunch of people commenting saying, "No, we're the biggest," and that's the best. The competition is good.
If they say that, then I say, just contact me and we can have a podcast, man. Let's have a great time.
Right.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna hit play now. Hopefully the audio comes out all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Be better than me, better yet you better hinder me. I know this lesson is free for you and all your hungry frenemy. Carving up the money for that new ship, rip. Making money off the stage, even when you never do strip. Heading back full of anger, back to the gate like a banger. A big chogger like a banner with more ships in the hangar.
That got me so amped up to talk right now and just flowing stuff up. It's been great talking, Sheev. I need to go PvP.
Click. I'm gonna have that one.
Dude, man, that was really good and really fun to watch and listen to. Man,
shit.
I love like the aggressive, just like flow of.
Yeah, you liked it.
Lyrics, just like it's very punchy. It's very like it was totally it rocked.
the effects and all that, I had to do everything on my own, and I have no idea how to do it. So it was pretty good for being like the second rap song ever.
Yeah, that was very good.
That rap song is about pirating and gate camping, and yeah, but you don't only catch people at the gates, right? You also caught COVID.
Yeah, funny you should mention that. I think COVID caught me at a gate camp, actually. Potted me. Maybe not potted me. I made it out alive.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, my wife and I, we were at this typical story this season, right? About this latest thing, without getting into too much detail.
Yeah.
But yeah, we caught it. Due to holiday travels, despite vaccines and precautions, it's just going to happen to a lot of people. And thankfully, we suffered some mild symptoms for a few days, but then it turned into just the sniffles and sneezing. Thankfully, I know a lot of people have had it a lot worse, but we got lucky and we've been isolating at home. So,
all right, that's good to hear. I'm happy you're fine.
Yeah, well, our cats are very happy to have us around to give them more attention.
That's true. So, have you guys made any difference, like in terms of safety in low sec since we talked?
I would say, we've kept a pretty steady presence in low sec. We were in gen fed space for quite a while. We've hit over 1 trillion in gen fed kills with our last contract.
Wow.
Not doing anything with CTAs, just living there as guests, guests with guns. Good game to Gen Fed, by the way. It's a lot of fun playing with you. If you're listening, and thank you for good content, good fights, and good losses as well.
Yeah, you guys still hang around Delve and Querius?
We are pretty much unlimited in our territory. We don't have our blue list is very, 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 very small. So it's kind of wherever it's like, hey, where do we want to go today? The corps really run themselves in the alliance, so we do not have CTAs still. So it's pretty much just kind of pickup games. The vision when I started the alliance and the vision that continues today is to have it be very casual. We have a lot of people who don't have a lot of time to play or don't have as much time as they would like to play, so that they can, join and fleet up with other like-minded PvP pirates and mercs and just kind of go on and PvP kind of whenever, wherever, and then sometimes they can even get paid for it too.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's very good.
It's worked out.
Yeah. How big are you guys? Like, how many are you?
It's a good question. I would have to log in and look at our alliances. I would say I think we're around 500.
That's good.
More or less. And honestly, Sheev, I'm pulling that number out of my ass right now because it sounds about right. Yeah, actually, I would say that's probably about right. Just giving a quick look at our corp list.
Yeah.
And I have to give you some drama. We actually just lost about 80 people overnight.
Tell me more.
Drama, and it is drama that is I take responsibility for.
Keep it going.
At this point in my EVE career, I'm like the old man who gives very limited. I don't know how the language policy on your channel is, but in order to not get you demonetized, he gives very little craps. Anyway.
All right.
We'll keep it PG so you can keep it. There's a member corp that FAP who has a lot of awesome members, but also some members that have just really given me some challenges over the past few months. So decided to make some content overnight, bag them from the alliance and set a bounty. One for just kind of like a cleansing and catharsis, but also just because I think you're a Diplo, right, Sheev?
No, I don't know if I am anymore. I was a Diplo for a long time. Yeah.
Diplo headaches, right?
Yes. The
whole reason why we made 60 is to get out of those kinds of headaches, but they just kept on coming up from a particular source, and we just decided, or I decided actually, to do an experiment and see what it would be like just to like do one fell swoop, set a bounty, and kind of watch things burn for a little bit. That probably sounds callous and horrible, and it might be a little bit, but it is a game. It is an experiment. And to be honest with you, most of the members that have been left over are having a pretty good reception of it so far. So
Yeah.
That's the drama that's been going on lately. 20% PPK posted in the gulag.
So I don't have all the information, but it seems like it's pretty much like a marriage. When a marriage ends, it's always a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't work.
Maybe. I guess there's probably differing opinions on that with the marriage, but
so a marriage, like, do you ever know like a happy marriage that got divorced and they're very, very sad?
I've never known a happy marriage that got divorced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy marriage that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that never happens, right? I'm just joking, but yeah, all right.
Yeah.
It's true.
I was married
It's
to
true.
FAP, and we have returned our rings to each other.
Yeah. This stuff happens, right? It's for the greater good.
It's for the greater good, and at the end of the day, this is a game to me, and I want to keep it that way. And I debated on what kind of actions to take for a very long time now.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of time deliberating on it. And at the end of the day, what helped me make my decision was realizing that in the setting of this game, it gives the opportunity to do crazy things like this and see what happens next, without anything really horrible happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Of course.
So, and we're working out the diplomacy long term. So, like, for instance, if people want to come over back, if they have friends that they really liked playing with in Sixth Seal, I value those relationships, and they're more than welcome to come and hang out and talk and shoot the shit or shoot us. And there's no hard feelings there at all whatsoever.
That's good.
Yeah. So it's just trying to keep it not as a personal thing, and that's a really important thing as a Merc alliance, and even as a Pirate alliance, is a lot of things are just business, and trying to be as pragmatic about that as possible.
Everything has to work,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I heard that you lend out ships to people for ratting. This is a very kind way, I think, but how do you deal with theft?
So I'm going to kind of correct that a little bit. We as the Alliance do not do any sort of lending programs.
Oh, all right.
I try to discourage anybody that I'm looking out for, and I consider anyone in Sixth Seal someone that I would want to look out for from doing any sort of thing that is risky in that regard. I mean, it's risky enough to go out, fly ships, and shoot other ships for money, right? That's a high-risk sport. But when it comes to like financing and lending, that is do at your own risk kind of thing. And I was on vacation visiting my family, and during that time, someone's Balgorn got stolen.
Yeah, I heard. That's why I'm bringing this up.
Remember when you messaged me about it, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah.
I literally had no idea. I was like, it might be true.
Yeah.
But 6T is not a Hertz ship rental. Does not have any official Alliance level ship rental service. I mean, we don't even have an SRP program.
Yeah. So this was from a corporation within Six, right? Who did this?
An enterprising member who's actually had a really good experience lending out ships to Alliance mates.
All right.
It's going to happen every once in a while. You're going to get burned and take a loss.
It's a part of the game, and it's a way to get a quick money for someone. But just as well, it is also part of the game to put this out in the light so that people can know about it. So do we know the name of this guy?
So the name of the person that stole it is formerly Shiroi Fox, Kikoi Magio, was the enterprising resource acquisition specialist, shall we say?
Yeah.
That made off with the Balgorn, and I have to commend them on that.
Of course. I mean,
I don't encourage Alliance mates to do that to each other, but as pirates, I mean, it would be hypocritical for me to say that was Horrible, right?
Yeah, as we say, it's a part of the game, and I mean, doing this has consequences, right? And I'm gonna have a consequence for him right now, and I'm calling him out, right? So that other corporation may be hesitated to recruit him, because that is also part of EV. It's like if you backstab someone, you have a present and you have a past in this game, and if you want to do that, then fine, but people gonna know you.
Valgorns are good ships. I might do it myself at some point.
It's not a lot of money, right? It's like
really
5 billion, right?
It's only, yeah, I think it was like maybe 5, or I'd say tops like somewhere
Yeah.
under 10 million fully fitted, so.
Yeah. But all right, have you had any more issues with spies or anything in the Alliance? You had it before.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we have spies in the Alliance now. I mean, I think the last time we talked, we were either in the middle of or just getting over, or maybe it was shortly before a big spy kind of hunt in the Discord.
Yes, we were talking about that. That's why I'm bringing it up.
I learned a lot from that. I think I learned not to care about spies because it's just part of the game, just like thieving is, and trying to manage that is just a big burden in terms of energy and psychology and relationships.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm just like, there's always going to be spies, quote unquote spies, or at least people who are willing to share information that might be critical. And we'll just let that be. And if it becomes a thing where we're losing a lot of ships because of it, I'll look into it or ask someone to look into it. But the Discord, as a lot of people know, is relatively insecure, as in there's like only a few levels of security access. There's like members, and then there's officers, and then there's CEOs.
Yeah, that's true.
And we don't have any bots that verify and all these different things. It's like, hey, CEOs, vet your members if you vet them, and I'm not going to tell you to vet them. Just make sure they're cool, and if they're cool, give them a member rank. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Take away the member rank.
If information wants to get out, it will get out. So.
Yeah, it's slippery like a fish, man. So.
Oh yeah. So any changes about wormholes? We talked about wormholes. Do you remember? And I said. Yeah, you said you were interested, and then I said, well, you don't have any CTAs or stations. And I said, there is this wormhole that actually have a station. Let me see what I was going to say with that. If we get the wormholes, I would assume that we also get the static wormholes. For example, the one that named Thera, that has an NPC station in it. Would that be something that you guys would like to conquer and just protect with your 500 people?
Yeah, I could see that definitely being an option. One of our policies as our alliance is we don't allow citadels. That is like one of the only things we don't allow. We don't allow toxicity, like obviously like terms of service kind of violating behavior.
Yeah.
Corporations have to like run themselves. I'm trying to like not do any administrative work here. Just enabling people to be together is my one job. And then the last one is we don't want to be responsible for citadels. People can put posses up however many and whatever they want to do. Just don't expect other people to defend them. But citadels are just too much of a target. And we don't want to have to defend them. So those are the only 3 rules we have. If there was wormhole space that we could put structures in, that would be something that we would kind of revisit at that point. I think with eager interest, because I know a lot of our members come from wormhole space in EVE Online, and they would love to have that. But in the current state of the game as it is right now, I don't see that really happening. But if it does, we'd love to run after it.
I might live there with you. That would be awesome. make me blue. I don't want to have to shoot everyone.
We'll have Sheev Pirate Radio will be one of the name of one of the structures in there.
Oh, that would be cool. Or maybe like, what is that pirate island called?
Port Royal or something like that?
No, Port Royal is England, right? Or isn't it? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Port Royal in Jamaica, I think.
Tortuga, right? No.
Oh yeah, Tortuga is the other one, right?
Is that? Tortuga. Yeah, I don't know which one it is. I think Tortuga is where like Captain Jack Sparrow goes to, right? When he meets his father.
Right. Now we're gonna have people taking the name.
Yeah. Damn it! I cut that out!
Yeah, drop that part.
I'm pretty sure I won't, but let's just say I do. Just take it. I think there can be several Tortugas if I'm not. You know what would be cool actually if I got a station that's called like achieved or something and nobody shoots it because it's blue to everyone.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? A structure that no one shoots.
Yeah, this is like the only citadel that no one shoots.
We
And I'm
get
pretty-
proposed with offers like that quite frequently. Actually, we get we've had more than a few people come to us and be like, "Hey, so if you blew us, you won't shoot us, right? And we'll give you a place. We'll give you a home."
Oh,
Like, every time I'm just like, I really appreciate the offer and I love it, and thank you so much, and it's an honor to have that. But if I blew anyone, my guys are gonna kill me.
you know what? That is true too. But if you blew someone, like you could make money on that, but also you cannot take like 100 million. It doesn't work. You have to take enough money so that not everyone can blue you, because then you have nothing to do, right?
Oh yeah, we blew people for billions of ISK.
Yeah.
Over
All
time
right.
periods. It's not like permanent blue. It's just temporary.
That's nice. I came up with it. I should have a cut.
Yes, I'll send you a contract right away, Mr. Chief.
Perfect. You really are a good guy.
Yeah, I'm a great guy, man.
Or a bad earth dude. I don't know.
It depends. It depends on how I'm feeling that day,
Yeah. Yeah. There's a song called what is it called? EBAH? No, EBHA. I don't know. It's EBA. It's Evil Brain Angel Heart. That's pretty much me. I have an evil brain, but my heart is very angelic.
What's that?
But
What's called angel or devil? What's it going to be today?
Yeah, pretty much. Have you heard anything about the future of the game? If I start there.
The future of the game. I watched Damon Zell's podcast where he had you and a bunch of the other content creators.
The roundtable thing?
Mm-hmm. The roundtable. I thought it was really interesting. I don't know what the future is in store, what kind of future is in store for the game. I see a lot of people leaving in general. I've seen a decreased activity levels, not just in my own organization. I mean, we still have a lot of people who like to get on and play and fleet up, don't get me wrong, but I've seen, it's a different kind of energy.
Yes.
And not just in my organization, but also, I mean, like, just look at the Gulag. You see a lot of people talking about a lot of other games, which is healthy and fine, but it's not like the golden days of Eve Echoes, right? When it was just like, that's all people wanted to talk about because it was just like the thing,
Yes.
I see a lot of other content creators and just like, and I think you just published a video a few hours ago about, other, space games. People are getting distracted, and I think that's fine and it's totally fair because of the way NetEase has executed on Eve Echoes for quite a while now. And that's kind of sad, but at the same time, this is kind of the way things go. And I think a lot of content creators, including yourself, have been warning about this and trying to warn NetEase about this for a long time.
Yeah.
So in terms of the future of new content, I really don't know what NetEase can do. Like, I can guarantee you that unless something crazy happens, I don't think Sixth Seal is going to get into capital ships at all. It's just not the kind of content or playstyle we're really into. We might have a whale or two that get one, and that's awesome. I'd love to see it. But that's a threshold for us, as structurally. And if it goes beyond that, and it will, because the game will continue to grow. It's just, I think we'll change evolutionarily as an alliance, and we're already starting to do that right now, and we can speak to that a little bit later. But I think the game and the veterans of the game are also changing and starting to look elsewhere as well.
All right. Now, the video you're referring to is Biggest Space Game on Mobile 2022.
Mm-hmm.
You should watch it. It's about Eve Echoes. You should watch it. Yes, of course it is.
I just shoot myself in the foot.
Yes, you did. It's all about Eve Echoes. So I made the title this way because I wanted to attract people who do not play Eve Echoes.
Okay.
So if Eve Echoes players see this thumbnail, they'd be like, oh, not another game. I want to play Eve. I don't want to see this. I don't want to know. But this is all about Eve Echoes. So
How many trap, Sheev?
yes, I did. I'm just trying different stuff. Yeah, so you're gonna love it. If that video, if that is the reality that we are seeing like in 1 or 2 years, or maybe 3 years, I don't know. If that is what we're working towards, then you're gonna be very happy. Trust me, you're gonna love that.
I wish I watched it beforehand now, but I'll have to watch. I have like 10, or not, that's an exaggeration. I have like 5 tabs open of your videos that I need homework to do on now.
Man, you're doing more work than I do with my channel. Right. You have more work watching it than I do with it.
It's a pleasure too. So
yes, what I'm talking about is pretty much how the game should look to be the biggest one. It's not a video about what's bad today. It's a video. I'm trying to paint everyone a picture on how you could see Eve Echoes evolve, grow into this big tree that everyone can fit in. What I'm referring to when I'm saying like, how do you feel about the game? Have you heard about the future stuff of Eve Echoes? I'm referring to, they had a video out, like the Eve Echoes had a video where they talked about what they're working on this year, what they're going to work on. And you haven't seen that then?
No, I have not, Chief. I have not yet seen that.
Yeah. They say that this first half year, they will do everything to better the game in every way, everything that we have. And in the second half, they will introduce new ships such as the Rockwell and other ships that might be helpful. They're gonna nerf interceptors. They are going to buff the destroyers. They are going to implement new modules that will better the game, hopefully, and they will also release new ships that may be needed during, like, just because of these changes. But they also said something that have put people on edge, and I'm always trying to not see everything negative, so I'm trying to see everything positive, even though this one was very hard. They said that you will be able to lend out your ships to NPC, and the NPC would then...
You'd be able to lend out your ships to an FC?
No, an NPC. An NPC corporation, yeah. So like Caldari, I don't know. And what they basically said is you will lend out your ship and you will be AFK or log out, and when you come back in, that ship has farmed ISK for you. Pretty much.
What?
Yes, and the reaction you have right now, that's the reaction everyone have. But let me try to change that reaction a bit, because it's very horrible if you hear it like that, right? It's like, oh shit, the game is dead. But
I'm just confused.
Yeah, so pretty much you go in and you buy, because they have not put any rules out. They haven't discussed any details either, so we don't know. But pretty much you can lend out your ship or your ships. So if you buy 10 ravens, you can lend them out, and then we'll go out and fetch you some ISK. And so the way I want to see this is, for example, if we have hauling in the game, if they implement real hauling so that you can buy something in Jita and sell it in Dodixie with a freighter, and let's say you buy commodities, let's say you buy a full freighter with beef or whatever you buy, water, and then you freight that, you turn off your phone and the freighter will go 15 jumps, and then when you log on, you can just sell it to Dodixie and make a small amount of ISKs. Let's say you make 3 million in 4 hours or 3 hours or whatever it takes for you to get over there, right? If that is something that we can get, then this lending program that they have, if the idea is to lend out your Raven for 4 hours or whatever it is, and you get back 1 million for not doing anything, then that's fine, right? That could work, but the problem is how many times can you do it? Or I mean, this cannot be something that will replace you farming yourself, correct?
Yeah. If it becomes a thing, I mean, obviously, my first knee-jerk reaction to it is like, this shouldn't be a thing.
Yes, right? Of course, but now we have it. They are gonna do it.
What I really would care about is, can we shoot the ravens while they're being run by the NPC corporation? And my guess is going to be no. It's probably just like, they put it into a contract with the NPC, and then at 4 hours later,
magically you have it, right?
And it's not like NetEase is going to be, writing a program to put the raven out there in low sec farming for them, right?
No, of course not. But what I'm thinking is, maybe there's a chance that you lose. If there is a chance, for example, if they introduce reputation, then the higher reputation you have or whatever could affect the chances you are of succeeding with the farming. So let's say you have a 2% chance of dying with good skills and 5% chance of dying. I don't know how that should work, but if you are gonna lend out your ship and you don't have like anything that stops you from lending out 100 ravens, this will be an issue, right?
Yeah, that is the issue, right? When they're able to do, easily what is done in null sec already, and even low sec. We have some in multi-boxing like 10 battleships and a nightmare to just grind through these things super quickly.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fine, and that's fine. If they're multi-boxing honestly about it, I have no issue with that, because they're working hard to do that.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, if they're running macros or scripts or something, that's why I'm just like,
that's bad.
That's not very cool, is it?
No, of course not. So this is
automating that within the function of the game. I would be very skeptical, unless there is some sort of risk, or it just has to be super low.
Yeah, and then we have,
right. It's just kind of like the modern. It's just kind of like any real market is like, okay, what's the risk you're willing to put up and the reward that accompanies that.
Yeah. So how do they do that? If I haven't thought about it too much. I just know that they said this is gonna be, they are going to do this. So, if for example you lend out a raven, it's like 300 million or something, like 400 fitted. I don't know. And you have
Go
what?
Ahead, Chief, I'm
yeah, and you have a chance of losing it. Let's say 1%. Then 100 times, like 1 in 100 times, you're gonna lose the ship. So the value has to be more than the ship is worth to even do it, right? And that is already too much. That is already too much to do it AFK, in my opinion. So I'm not sure how they're gonna do this, or if they haven't said Plex, they hadn't said ISK, and they haven't said OR. So maybe they mean that you can lend out your ship and get only reputation, which would be fine, right? Depending on what reputation would do.
Maybe they get like special items or nano
or special items or whatever,
or something like that.
But we don't know.
I mean, if they're doing it for things like Concord points or whatever, I could see that, right? But like,
we don't know.
I know, Eve Echoes. Full disclosure, Eve Echoes is the only mobile game I play.
That's good.
It's the only mobile game I play when I'm able to get on right now, which is honestly quite limited because of IRL.
Yeah,
I'm in graduate school and I'm working for a startup and I'm married and all these different things that honestly I'm putting my time into.
Yeah.
But I've seen other games. In fact, I watched your video a few months ago about Infinite Lagrange.
Oh yeah.
Infinite Lagrange.
Yeah.
And I've seen people like walk through, because I've been curious, like set of the game. It's a meme. Like it's like everybody on YouTube gets asked to promote it.
Shadow Raid or whatever.
It's a great challenge. I've seen gameplay of that where it's just like you just click to play. Like it's literally just like running your character through this thing, and it's like the game is playing the game for you, and you're just watching.
Yeah,
it's like it's like just only one step better than like just watching a video of someone doing it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, of course.
and then that's like if it's anything close to something like that, I would be really just out of principle turned off by that being in Echoes. I might ignore it just because like there's parts of this game I just don't do and ignore because I'm not interested in it, like mining, right?
Yeah.
But at least with mining, you're involved and you're contributing to the economy actively, you know. And I appreciate all of our industrialists out there that create the ships that we buy to blow up and get blown up in, you know.
Yeah.
Without the industrialists, we wouldn't have ships, right? And,
That's true.
That's an equally important, if not more important aspect in some ways of the game, because without people making ships, we only have, you know, the tier 1 through 3 ships that are seated at every station.
That would be bad.
It would be horrible. No one, yeah, it would suck.
Imagine that.
Yeah, and there would be no value in what we do as a mercenary alliance without industrialists.
Yeah.
So it's just I'll just have to, let me just put it this way, Sheev. I'm going to wait and see how that actually gets rolled out, right?
That's what we have to do. I'm just trying to see it positive because you can see this so negative. And trust me, I do it too. I see this very bad, but I'm trying to find out, like, they have to do something good with it. They have to have a good idea. I mean, if we're going to, so if we turn it a bit, let's say you can grind money this way for free, then they're shooting themselves in the foot because no one is gonna pay money for the game because everyone can buy Plex. Just being like, right? They can't do that.
That's what was happening pre-scanning, right? That was what was happening in low-sec pre-scanning.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I think they have an idea, and hopefully they will work around it and make it work. I don't know. I can see it be a cool idea, but I just don't want to have it in the way they presented it. It was very weird.
Yeah, and that's a really good point you bring up, is that it's gonna have to be something where they are still able to make money from Plex sales, because as much money as they get, well, I mean, it'd actually be interesting to see if the introduction of things like the Concord Pass, where you're able to buy the Concord points essentially with money, like real life money, if that has affected their finances positively enough so that they don't need people buying Plex for just basic essentials in the game, you know, like pilot service and ships and modules and stuff like that.
There's many ways they could make money in a good way in this game.
Yeah.
Make us pay for what we want to have, not make us pay because we feel we need it. That is very important. We'll see how that goes. Be sure to watch the video because you're gonna love it.
I know, I want to watch it again right now, but we'll do it after.
What? Not that video. Watch the video about the future of EU.
This game on mobile 2022?
Yes, that one.
I wanted that Neon Rain Nano core so bad for my Oracle.
Oh shit, I wanted it too.
Like, I wanted it so bad for that dank soundtrack, but out of principle I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
a no-no. Give people a hard time for doing it, but personally speaking, like, I'm against it. So
yeah, I tried. I bought Plex with ISK and actually bought like two of those before I even knew that it was like 0.002 or whatever it was. But afterward I was like, you know, if I would have won it, like if I would have been that lucky, people would never believe me. And they would say like, oh, that's a whale. So I could never fly it anyway, so it's so bad. But it was very cool. I really liked it. I got the New Year one though. That's very nice. Yeah, that's very nice. For my Vindicator.
I think my best nanocore, and it's such a noob nanocore, Sheev. It's such a noob nanocore.
No. Which one?
I love it. It's my baby.
Which one is it?
I have the Will of Steel nanocore for my Oracle 2 and for my Vigilant. They're fully upgraded or mostly fully upgraded. Oh, you know, and actually,
nice.
Actually, I do have a few nanocores, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And the Thermomagnetic Storm 2 nano for the APOC. And I've actually not used that one in a while because I'm not flying battleships often. Just I'm really enjoying cruisers and battle cruisers right now.
Yeah.
But that Will of Steel core, man, it's my baby. It has so many cool little perks on it for combat that I just really enjoy.
Yeah, I really like the nanos. I think nanos is a good thing in the game. I just don't like that it's drawn to put so much money on it. I think it should be farmable, like put time. As I said to someone here recently today, there are two types of whales in this game, or in any game, and it's either money whales or it's time whales. And if you put 3 or 4 months into getting a great nano core that you can upgrade and put money into and make better and better, that is something that makes the game have a longevity, right? But the fact that you can straight up buy them for like $600, whatever, I don't know, it's fucking crazy. That kind of takes away the idea, because the people that buy it, they just buy everything, and the people that really farms and enjoys the game and take time into the game, and they want to have something to work against or towards. And it's hard to get that unless you do the Concord Pass. And actually, Hello Human was the guy who told me how to do the Concord Pass in 15 minutes.
Oh, really?
Did you know about it?
Yeah.
And you didn't tell me?
Well, I was told by another person not to tell anyone, and all. Secrets are secrets. So.
Yeah, he told me, and
now that the cat is out of the bag.
Now it's out of the bag. I made a video of it, so.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, there was actually a few guys who knew it, apparently.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, if one person knows it, at least 100 people know it, right?
Yeah, so. And I was pretty sure that nobody had made that video before. I made one.
Yeah, first. Now watch Nettie's patch it, Chief.
What?
I said, now watch Nettie's patch it out.
Yeah. I have another video how you do it in 6 hours, and now it's maybe 5 hours. I don't know. So that's not gonna be patched. But yeah, some people don't even have 5 hours, right? They have some people feel like the Concord Pass is a struggle. It's like a chore that needs to be done every week. And
yes.
I mean, for me, I'm not gonna sit and do this 15 minutes every week. It's not gonna happen. I mean, it's not that fun, right? And you're actually losing like 20 million, I don't know, something like that. But I do encounters anyway, so why not,
Are there there's no PvP options for accruing points in the Concord Pass, right?
No, not that I know. I looked for it. Yeah.
That's a big problem for us, where we don't, like, most of my guys want to quit the game when they're forced to PvE for ISK, right? Most of my guys are just like, this is, and then I'm not bashing PvE at all. It's just, it's not the game style that a lot of my members want to play. A lot of them do PvE and they love it, but a lot of them also do not do PvE because they find it boring.
You should have the option.
Yeah, it'd be great to say, anything from like, number of ships killed, number of of player ships killed, or like kill mail value of ships killed, similar to like, the collecting the pirate bounties, maybe that, but just on, PvP, and give it a higher value, because I mean, you're putting your ass on the line in there.
Of course.
But I don't think NetEase will do that, so.
Yeah, that's a hard. Like I say, watch my video and make everyone watch that video, because if NetEase sees that and they do this, then pretty much anyone can play Eve Echoes who likes space. Like your grandmother can play it, and your wife and your kids can play it, because just don't go out to Nosek, okay? Just stay inside, kids. I said don't go out. And they'd be like, okay, I can't go to the red stuff. My dad says no, I have to stay on the green. Everyone can play it. Everyone can have fun. Everyone can experience and fly, and know that outside here we have the pirates, the active, the hardcore guys, and in this wormhole here we got even more hardcore players, and we have the casuals in high sec that also can be a part of it and still thrive and have a good time.
Like, it's just like RuneScape back in the day. Did you play RuneScape? I bet you did.
I played RuneScape, the old one, long time ago.
I mean, like,
yes.
old style
Oh yeah. Not this new one. No.
I haven't played RuneScape since I was a teenager, man. So I'm talking about like old school RuneScape, and just like you have your Lumbridge and all this.
Oh yeah.
Ones and then you have the Wildy, right? And as soon as you go in the Wildy, man, you're just done. You're not ready for it. You're gonna get ganked.
Yes, yeah, and that is supposed to be. This is supposed to be like that,
Exactly.
You should have this. I'm not sure how to say it, but the people that just want to be a part of it, they don't want to be out and doing all these CTAs. They want to be and build their own imperium and doing whatever they feel like, right? If they want to mine, if they want to haul, if they want to scavenge, if they want to scan stuff, if they want to moon mine, if they want, everything that EVE Online has pretty much, take that and make that suitable for the mobile for different types of people, and you divide money with time. So the more time you put in, the more money, or the more dangerous stuff you do, the more money, right?
Yep.
So everyone can get rich, but some people have to play half a year doing something. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing that I think attracts so many people to this game, including myself, is the sandbox element of it, where you can do and be whatever you want to do and be, right? And you can experience risk and reward in the very similar, or at least parallel ways to the way you do in real life, right?
Yeah.
The market more or less is player driven. The insurance market, we won't talk about that, and I honestly don't understand it, is something else. It's honestly more of like a subsidized good that hurts others and benefits others.
Yeah.
But more or less, I would say Echoes is a very, very good example of a almost entirely player-driven game, and that's what keeps me playing it. I like that we can do crazy ass things, like what we were talking about earlier with the corp, or alliance drama.
Yeah,
and just like have fun with it and see where it goes. I like that someone can build a Balgorn, fit it out, and innovate financially to say, I'm going to rent this out and it's going to go really well until it doesn't. And that risk and reward there is what makes the game interesting.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just, Skyrim, which is also another very fun game that I love playing, but it's a completely different kind of game. It's, everything is there. The supplies regenerate automatically. And, there's very low risk in terms of it's not a player versus player game. Obviously.
Yeah, you cannot lose everything, right?
Yeah. You just load your save point up if you lose.
Yeah, that would not be good on EVE Echoes.
That would be horrible.
Shit, I died. Let's just let's just reload, and then you see on the other end, when you have collected his stuff, it's disappears. No, he reloaded. Damn it.
I guess if you're a super whale, or even just a moderately rich whale, you can play Echoes like that. Where if you lose, you can just plex up and go out again in the same build. But I think you lose a lot of the risk and reward fun that comes with putting it all on the line when you start playing it that way. If it's just if you're out there in a bar guest that's B typed out to the gills and integrated rigs, and you lose it and you're well, that sucked, I'm just going to do it again. I don't think that you really appreciate the weight of that.
The whales, yeah.
And because of that, you're not going to really appreciate the game as much. You're not going to be sweating when you jump through that gate.
Oh no.
A lot of people play for that rush.
Yeah, and that is... Yeah, and I wish I had that rush, actually. It's not like I have the ISK, so I don't have the rush. It's I do so much PvP. I have done so much PvP that I never have the fear anymore. I just have the fun. So whatever I see, it's fun.
You should come work for us.
Yeah. yeah, I should. I love it. I love the fight, actually.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. stone cold. But yeah.
Killers, man.
Yeah, it's like I said this earlier too. I said I'm one of those guys who, when I'm fighting like a raven, and I'm almost taking him, and then like this tempest warps in, I'd be like, ooh, a tempest too. It's not like fuck a tempest, damn it. And I'm swearing too. But yeah,
what do I get out of this? You're just like, ooh.
yeah, I maybe take him too. It's like I always see the positive stuff. Sorry?
Are you putting cat batteries on your ravens now?
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't flown the Raven in actually a long time now.
What are you flying lately?
I'm flying. I have a Vindicator that I do encounters and stories with. I have a Balgorn where I do PvP and ratting in Nosec. I have the Dominix 2 that I bought because it was very cool. So I have a nice skin for it. I haven't flown it yet. It's fitted though. But and then I have my Rattlesnake, which I don't do anything with because it's not as quick to do. I'd rather fly the Vindicator than the Rattlesnake because the Vindicator kills everything a lot quicker. So, and I have my Striker Raven, which I haven't flown in, I don't know, forever. But that one has, yeah, that one, I think it's that one that you're talking about. I think I have three boosters and 2 cap boosters on that one. It's deadly. But also, I actually, no, I don't. I changed it.
So it's an active rep Raven?
No, it's not an active anymore.
Oh.
I only did active Ravens on the normal Ravens. The Strikers, I changed my mind because of the large shield it had. So now I think I have 4 extenders on it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it tanks a lot.
And that's a 6 low slot ship, right?
Yes.
Okay, so is it 4 large extenders and like 2 cap bats? Or
Yes. No, 2 cap batteries. You should not drain me.
Quad plated with lots of cap.
It's fucking evil. Yeah, but then of course, I have to rig resistance, and I have, oh, what is it? I can't remember. I'm not close by it, so I can't see. But yeah, I think I have like 750 DPS or 800 at tops.
So you're gonna have a hard time. You're hard to break, but you're also gonna have a hard time breaking other things.
Yeah, pretty much. That is a ship that I would go into a gate camp that I know has a battleship and a shit ton of cruisers or something, battle cruisers. But then I'm thinking about using the Vindicator because it's like 4,000 DPS and I'm stopping everything, with my webs.
Those webs are so nasty.
Yeah, I know. Nothing. I hit everything. I hit, like, interceptors are f***ing dead. Nothing.
These Balgorns are the scariest faction battleships in my opinion because of their web bonuses. And the web bonuses, and then obviously the NOS perks.
Yeah, of course. I would say the Vindo is worse. Worse. I mean, the Vindo is more evil.
Yeah.
The Vindicator eats a Balgorn if you fit it right, and I fit it with enough cap so that the Balgorn cannot do shit.
If you get capped out though, your guns are turned off, right?
Yeah. It doesn't work. So you cannot go in and be capped out on a Vindicator, because then you're dead.
Yeah.
I have to check I have to cut a lot in this, but all right. I get so excited when we talk about my Vindicator because I love it.
These are probably the Megathron is probably, and I know this is probably, I know it is universal, is a lot of people's favorite hull.
Oh yeah.
It just has a classic like battleship look to it. Just like,
you should see hold on. You should see my skin. You're gonna die.
Drop it in the Discord.
Yes, I will. I'm just see if I can find it as we talk. I made it so that it's a Serpentis-ish skin.
Nice.
Oh, it's so it's perfect. And the Balgorn is made pretty much like a Blood Raider. Not red, Well, it's red, but it's different. Let me see if I can get that for you after here or whatever. As soon as I can get it here, I will just post it to you. I will not bring that to low sec though and start fighting you guys. I'm gonna lose it.
Oh, come on.
I'm not invincible.
Yeah, I think that's a good reminder for all of us.
Yeah.
You're very easy to talk to.
Well, thank you. You too.
Thanks.
We're having a good time.
It's fun to catch up. I've been honestly, I've been really pulled away from a lot of things. Just I started a new job, and with my education and stuff, I've had to delegate out a lot of responsibilities. So it's nice to get back and re-engage. And one of the things we've talked about at the alliance level is restructuring a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm stepping back. I've tried to make the alliance a very low responsibility for me to begin with. But even more so, I'm just like, guys, this is very much a CEO ran alliance, as in I'm really only going to get involved if there is a big issue between members of the alliance. Other than that, y'all are on your own. The main objective of Sixth Seal, again, since the beginning, was to create some place where, in the beginning, when it was just Pale Horse, that Pale Horse could find other pirate corporations that we could fly with and fleet up with. Instead of joining a large alliance, which no one wanted to do and still no one really wants to do, and the people that do want to do that have already done it.
Yeah.
But just find other, small, like-minded corporations. Most of our corporations are under 100 people that like to go out and just gank stuff casually without any rules and obligations attached to that. So we're refocusing on those principles, and that's going to help me manage my time as well. So.
Yeah, of course. I do understand that.
But I have a lot of fun with the APOC Striker. I mean, when I fly battleships, and again, my happy spot is with battle cruisers. I really, really enjoy battle cruisers. And I'm max skilled in cruisers on another alt. And just between those two, I find the most satisfaction.
Yeah, battle cruisers are really nice. I really like them too. Not as much for cruisers though. We should have faction battle cruisers. That would be nice.
I've thought about that. Yeah, faction battle cruisers, or at least like well, there's a lot of battle cruiser variants out there, like the the support battle cruisers and the command burst battle cruisers are very powerful. Like the Prophecy 2 and the Cyclone 2 and Myrmidon 2. Those are very powerful ships.
Yeah.
But a faction one with faction perks would be cool too, which you can get with some of the NCO nano cores. You can do a little bit of that. Yeah,
that's true. You know what you should have is actually the Tech 3, the Tengus and Legions and stuff. If you know what that is.
That's what I was just thinking about that. Those are the I didn't play those in EVE Online. In fact, I have a very limited EVE Online experience. But those are tactical cruisers or something like that. Where they're modular. You can switch them up.
Yeah, so they're pretty much strong cruisers. So it's a mix between cruiser and battle cruiser, I would say. Extremely cool. They should implement those.
That would be cool.
Yeah. But it was amazing talking to you again, and I want to do this again, like in half a year or something, and see how everything's going.
Absolutely. Let's loop back. I think this is a pretty good pace. If you want to do it sooner, that's great. If you want to do it later, you're a call, boss, But I love talking with you. I love your podcasts. Just want to say thank you for creating so much good content for the community. I really think that, people like you who have a passion for the game, that optimistic spirit and mindset, and just those goals, as you have said from the very start of your channel, are what make this community really great. So it's really cool being here, talking with you, and someone who is like you. So go out there and kick some ass, shoot some ships. Send us that Vindy.
Yeah. Where do you mostly hang?
We're probably going to be spending a lot of time in Kenora.
Nice. So when are you mostly alone?
Can I lie?
Yeah, lie. Let's lie and let's me die.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, thank you. You take care, and Fly safe. Or aggressive.
Fly aggressive, Sheev. Have a great one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Cheers.